Yeah.
The validity of its changed meaning is pointed towards white supremacists now actually using it. But of course they're gonna use it. Unlike other hate symbols, this was given to them. Stop making it so easy for these people. Like, white supremacists have used the sign. Why the hell wouldn't they?
I feel like... So this was, I remember back in 2016, you guys ever watch, did anybody here watch House of Cards? Like the TV show with like, what's his name? Bill Cosby and Robin White? Yeah, okay. So basically what ended up happening, right, is that I genuinely think the show went downhill. I think the show went downhill after the 2016 election because the 2016 election was more ridiculous than the show was. And they couldn't... It's like people started... It actually became more ridiculous than the show. Oh, wow! Oh, I got a rare! I don't want that. Okay, that was a waste of time. Anyway, so, yeah, I got a rare. I just wasted, you know, I could have given that to somebody else, but I killed it and I got nothing. And yeah, it's trash. I think actually the show went downhill after that, partly because of the election. Because what people and, you know, citizens used to consider, wow, this is terrible. There's no way this could genuinely happen in politics. And then Donald Trump starts talking about his dick on a debate stage. Frank Underwood can't compete with that, man. Like, I mean, really, he can't compete with that. You know, Hillary Clinton, you know, passes out, gets thrown into a van, and then 3 days later or whatever, makes the post about the fucking, the cartoon frog, Pepe. You can't write fiction that there's any believability in it that can compete with that. You can't compete with that. It was so ridiculous that this is what ended up happening. 4 more years? Yeah. And like, you think about this, right? This is what it ties back into, right? Is there's literally this whole situation is so ridiculous, you'd think it was a story. And if you thought it was a story, you would consider the story unbelievable because there's no way that many people could act that way. There would not be the willing suspension of disbelief. People would read the story and be like, this is fake, it's too ridiculous.
The problem with these hate symbols is that there's people who like to demonize other people, and there's people that like to troll. And these two just play into each other perfectly. They both get exactly what they want from each other. One gets a reaction, the other gets an outrage.
Yep.
And then you have normal people in between who's not even playing this game that gets caught up in it.
Yep.
I'm not saying that anyone that gets mad over someone using the sign is part of some outrage mob, but they're...
Yeah, probably they are. They're stupid, at least. The thing is, like, it's kind of right. I mean, the trolls, you think about it, like, if nobody ever got mad at trolls, there wouldn't really be any trolls because nobody would really give a shit. They would just be like, yeah, whatever, you know, it is what it is. So, it's like kind of, what's the best way to look at it? I'm thinking of like it's like Batman and the Joker. You know how like Batman needs the Joker and the Joker needs Batman, and they can't kill each other because they need each other to like rationalize their own existence. That's like the people like the outrage mobs and the trolls. You know, you can't, like, I think that the trolls don't want the outraged people to go away because then they'll be bored. Chicken and egg situation? Yeah, it's a symbiotic relationship, exactly. Or it basically the human centipede. That's really what it is.
There's a clear culture around getting upset.
Yeah.
It's false virtue rewarded with likes. We're basically training ourselves to act like this. And to be clear, I don't think spamming the OK sign, hey look, are you mad now? Like, that's not helping either, obviously. If you look in the instances that I showed, logically, the evidence that they are signaling white power is so incredibly weak. But it just doesn't matter. They did it. Try sitting like this. It is actually comfortable. Wait, what was her name again? I forgot. Fuck. Apparently, she's half Mexican, half Polish Jewish grandchild of a Holocaust survivor. But she was accused of flashing the white power hand symbol.
Yep. Yep, that's
Circle
right.
Game has been used in news media before. It's just a way
Listen,
to
they can come from anywhere nowadays. Yeah.
Not everyone is aware that it's been co-opted by a small group of people. And they shouldn't. No one should know these things.
Nobody gives a fuck.
The guy flashing the sign during the Blizzard footage stepped up, even though there was no reason for him to do so, and explained, yeah, that was me. I actually had no idea it had any other meaning.
Well, of course not. He lives in Korea.
The most recent incident of this happening was the Gru costume at Warner Brothers that got fired.
Wait,
because
what?
they discovered in their home video that he made the OK hand sign, even though the child is doing it as well.
I actually think that's good. I think they should have fired the minion, not because of the symbol, just because it's a minion. Yeah, I think they should have just fired him anyway, man. Like, I don't like those things. I think they're stupid. So if they fire that guy, I'd consider that a big positive. We need another mage. I want to go try and like mob tag or something, but I wanted to finish the video first.
Why the hell would someone symbol for white power in a private home video? Who is he signaling to? The parents?
Yep, that's right.
By acting angry and upset over these things, you're giving validity to the symbol. It's supposed to be a dog whistle. That's how this is defended. Oh, we need to know about these things. If it's a dog whistle, it's a goddamn megaphone. Everyone gets called out on it.
On the one hand, it can control a response that they can deny, but it also can signal their support for white supremacist ideas.
So
You just know that person's mad about everything. Like, I don't know who this is, but you can just look at certain people and you know that, like, if you made a microaggression against her, you'd know about it.
Their support for white supremacist ideas.
Yeah.
So the argument is that you can use it and then just say, no, you're doing the OK sign. So we need to know about this so we can't allow white supremacists to dog whistle to each other. Well, congratulations, you're doing that. By accusing people that aren't white supremacists of being white supremacists, you are helping white supremacists. I think that's what annoys me so much about this whole thing. It's really not about what's the best outcome. And I think when we don't care about the outcome, that's when we really destroy ourselves. Here's what I need you to do. Don't get upset about
Imagine
the hand
being your
sign,
husband?
and
You mean
don't
her cat?
spam it like, oh, I'm so epically trolling you. Oh god. Oh no, the thumb of one race. Oh god. Bye.
Is the brofist actually considered a hate symbol though? Like, where's the link for this? Like, I don't know. It's like, yeah. I feel like, yeah, that's kind of a good parallel to draw. It's clickbait? Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that being clickbait because but the problem is, like, then I'm dead. Let me just potion. Stunning him. Just gonna get away. And yeah, this song's annoying. I hate this song. Okay, I don't listen to that right now. We'll listen to this, yeah. A short time, problem is that PvP realm isn't how it works. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not really about being, like, fair or not fair. Like, I don't really care about being fair or not fair. Like, who gives a fuck about that? It's like, it's not really about that. It's just about, like, basically, like, my concern always is just making sure that people are, you know, they're enjoying the content, you know, and that's always what I care about, is, like, just making sure people are enjoying the stream, and that's kind of what matters to me. So if I feel like something is gonna, you know, lower the enjoyment of the stream for people, then yeah, I'm gonna want to stay away from that as much as I can, and that's just what makes sense. Yeah, so I mean, there it is. When we go back to retail, I don't know, honestly. I've thought about going back to retail for a while, actually, yeah. Yeah, I do think so, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Where is this here? I can make more money? Well, yeah, I mean, of course I'd want my stream to make money. Like, yeah, duh. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like, obviously, it's kind of boring because I'd like to be able to do quests and stuff like that, but I guess on stream, I just can't really play solo. But, you know, I can think about that or worry about that all I want. But, you know, at the end of the day, sorry, 60 just left. Okay, I can maybe get another 60. Yeah, let me see here. 2K host. Wait, what means we get Esmon hosting your channel for 2,022 viewers. Damn, that's whenever Donald Trump's gonna leave office next time. Holy shit. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, Esmon. Let me read the rest of these too, okay? Let's see. Ninja's Asperg. If you cheat in an everyday job, you get fired. But according to Ninja, because you make your living from the job, they shouldn't fire you. Zero world experience. Well, that's kind of that's a pretty three-head take on it, don't you think? Because what he's really saying is that, like, let me